I'm guessing it's live again. Anyways, I didn't tell anybody I was going live. I just got out of the shower. I'm feeling like crap. And I just stripped the sheets off my bed, so I figured I would make my bed while I do an update. So I went to bed coughing. You know, like one does when they're sick. And a loud noise woke me up at 1 o'clock. And I've been awake off and on since then, like since I went to bed. So it's not like I slept all the way till 1 o'clock. Solid. Kind of wish I had though. So something loud woke me up. I realized the guy that owns the field across from us is turning his field into hay. I noticed that they had tractors and stuff out there the other day over the weekend, and now there's, you know, half the field was full of hay bales when I went outside to see what the hell was going on. Because yesterday we didn't have FHP in our front yard. So, went and checked that, and then I came back in, you know, let the dog out, whatnot, and realized that the something was off in the living room, or our office, whichever you want to call it. And so I went and realized that the modem didn't look right, so I picked up the phone, and it was going meep, 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 meep. I'm like, uh-oh. You know, it's the sound that you usually get when you stay on the phone too long after somebody's hung up. It's like the disconnect dial tone. So I unplugged the modem and plugged it back in, logged in on my phone for CenturyLink, only for them to say that there's no outages. And I got some chick named Cherry May. Don't know what the hell country she was from. So, anyways, she said there was no outages in our area and nobody had reported any problems, and she wanted to know about the lights on the modem. I said, I don't know, I just unplugged the bastard. I said, I'm sick, I want to just get a shower, strip my sheets on my bed, remake it with fresh sheets, and then go crawl back into it. I said, I don't have time to go play with the modem right now. I want to sleep. I said, I feel like crap. She's like, well, if you can't tell me what the lights on your modem are doing, I can't help you. I said, well, I've been asking to have our modem replaced for over a year now. So it wouldn't surprise me if there was something wrong with the modem. So, GCP. Welcome to my day. Hey, frog. It was impromptu. So, while on dealing with CenturyLink and having them tell me that there's no outages in the area, probably just gonna cough my head off. You know, she kept, yeah, I know, it's all here. And I ran out of orange juice last night, so that's not good. My dad's like, well, you need to make a shopping list. I'm like, yeah, because I'm gonna have to be the one to go grocery shopping. So anyways, what the hell are all of my normal? Anyway, so, this person is like talking about the damn modem. I said, I know that there's, you know, the modem was working at 5 o'clock this morning. She's like, well, maybe you unplugged a wire from it, or maybe you disconnected it from the wall jack, or maybe you this, that, and everything. I'm like, look, lady, the internet worked at 5 o'clock this morning when I was on the computer. I said, it works fine for me to, you know, put Pandora on my phone, because I watched YouTube. I was watching YouTube till probably like 8 o'clock this morning on my phone. And the internet was still working then. So what happened at 1 o'clock? I don't know. All I know is that I heard a loud noise. It woke me up, and here we are. So, the modem finally came back up, and I was in here when she was asking about the modem, so I honestly couldn't tell her because I wasn't out there. It's not like the modem's in my bedroom. So, the, it's amazing that when you're sick, just doing mundane things like putting pillowcases on pillows wears you out. I finally went back out there because I had to let the dog back in the house, and I looked, and the DSL-1 light was on, the DSL-2 light was blinking green to red to green to red to green to red. And again, she tried to blame us for the modem being unplugged. I'm like, look, lady, the modem plugs in behind my computer, into the wall, that goes straight into the attic, that goes right out to the pole. I said, ain't nobody unplugging that motherfucker. I said, it's not something that we did. I said, the internet worked fine this morning. And I had a video that was uploading. I didn't get one ready for 5 o'clock today because I figured when I got up, I would get, you know, description box done and cards and end screens and all that kind of stuff, because I can't do that stuff from my phone. YouTube doesn't have that capability yet, like to do it from the app, or to do it, like there's a YouTube app and there's a YouTube creator app, and neither one of those have the feature to do what I needed to get done. Description boxes, yes. End screens and cards, no. You can do description boxes, you can do playlists, but you can't do things like, I always put when the video was filmed, I put location, tags, like search tags and stuff. Those you can't do on either the YouTube creator app or the YouTube app. Like I'm on the YouTube app right now because I can't use the YouTube creator app to live stream because it doesn't let you. And I have to blow my nose. So I'm going to go out in the hallway and do that because it's not pretty. So I keep you off the bed and you come in here and lay down. Alright, I see you. I decided to go all the way to the bathroom to blow my nose because it's, you know, basically right on the other side of this wall. And my cat, I had stripped my bed, but I had like laid out my stretchy sheet on the bed before I went and got a shower. I was going to try and make it before my shower, but I'm too wore out. And I came back in the room and he was laying on my bed. I said, get your ass off my unmade bed now. And he's like, so now he's in the bathroom laying on my dirty laundry that I took off to get a shower. Cats. So anyways, so yeah, talking to Cherry May, again, I don't know what the fuck country she was from. She didn't even know what the dial tone sound was that I tried to explain to her. I said, you know, the beep, 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 like when the phone's disconnected, that's the that's the dial tone sound. And she's like, I've never heard that before. I said, I don't know what the hell country you're in then, because if anybody like ever hangs up on you, or your phone's been cut off, like service or whatever, that's the sound that we get here in this country. And she's like, oh, I see. Like, dude, you work for a fucking phone company, you don't know what the disconnected sound sounds like? Anyways, maybe it's just me being sick. I'm like uber bitchy. I'm uber bitchy most of the time anyways, but I think being sick makes it worse. So, yeah, she was like very unhelpful, but we have a technician, I just don't, trying to do anything when you're sick is bad. So I ended up screenshotting the entire conversation and saving it in my notes because I wanted it so I could show my dad how dumb this chick was. Because I was, honestly, astounded with her stupidity. I mean, even sick, I still have an IQ of 185. And I can still think somewhat rationally when I have snot for brains. Oh, and I always keep a box of these in my bedroom. I snacked on these this morning. There's a problem with them. I think my box is broken. It's got this weird little crush mark on the bottom, and it's I don't know what happened, but my box is empty. I think it's defective. Should I take it back to the store and get a refund? I honestly, I have no idea what happened to them, but at least I still had I had a few of these left in the box. Oh, okay. I guess put them in the right direction so you can read them. Yeah, my box is defective. That's what I do when I'm sick. I eat, you know, comfort food and all. So, anyways, trying to get the lady to understand that nobody unplugged the damn modem. And nobody would have unplugged the damn modem. It's not like my dad got up first thing this morning and was like, I want to be a dick today. Let's, like, unplug the modem. No, that ain't gonna happen. So, I didn't understand her excuses for our lack of internet service. So then, I was like, you know what, just schedule a technician to come out. So they'll be here tomorrow between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. That's like a standard work day. She's like, just make sure that there's no children at home to let the person in. I'm like, I'm 39. There's no kids here. It should be okay. She's like, okay, well, we just can't have the technician in a home with a child. Are you hiring pedophiles or something, lady? I mean, seriously. Like, what the hell? I was a little confused about that. But, you know. I mean, I do live with a sex offender. Technically, I should be living with two. But my brother got off on his charges. So, it is what it is. So then, she scheduled the thing, and then she's like, well, is there anything else I can do for you? And I was like, you see all my clean laundry back there I need to put away besides the sheets that are there that need to go on the bed. I had to sit down for a minute and take a break. But yeah, it's like, for the past week, it's been one thing after another, after another, after another. So I figured I would sit down and do a timeline thing because I didn't know if Gina was going to come home with her mom on Monday. So I figured I'd better list everything out and get it ready just in case she did bring her home and I had something that I could easily hand to the police. So, it was Wednesday I helped her mother shower. Wednesday, the last week. And that's when I cut her hair and blew it dry, and then she got violent that night, and then the next day, I mean, she'd been violent most of the day anyways. And then that's the day that Gina came home and was hitting her and being ugly and screaming and yelling and had every animal in the house terrified. Like, I don't even get that mad. And I'm 16% Irish. Oh, Ancestry updated my DNA again. I'm now like, they combined Ireland and Scotland together, so now it's like I'm 29% like Irish and Scottish. I was 9% one and 16% the other. How they keep doing their math, I have no freaking idea, but 16 and 9 for, I mean, if you really do the math, it should be 25, if I'm not mistaken, 25%. Not like 26 or 29%. Anyways, I don't know. Every time they redo my DNA, I end up gaining or losing a DNA structure. I give up at this point. But hey, France is now an independent thing. It doesn't say like Europe anymore or Western Europe like it used to, which included like Germany and France and Switzerland and all that kind of stuff. So now it will tell you that you're like 11% French. well, I already knew I was part French because my grandmother was born in Quebec and her ancestors came over from France, and she's also part Irish because, I mean, she was red haired and green eyed. And so, I mean, I already knew that. Well, I missed that. You know what? I'm perfectly okay with being an alien. And you know what's really bad about having a really huge nose and being sick? I can smell everything 10,000 times more. Every scent in this house, every food in the fridge. I can even smell the temperature change in the water I put on to boil yesterday. I kid you not. My nose is so much more sensitive now. And of course, every time I smell something new, it stops up on one side, runs out the other, and causes me to cough. I'm like, I give up. I'm like, can I literally cut off my nose to spite my face? Because I already have a very good sense of smell. It's always been fantastic. You could smoke pot a mile away from my house and I could smell it, and I can tell you exactly where on the damn map they're at. But like now, I could tell you who's smoking pot 10 miles away. So I'm like, really, when you're sick, you really don't want to be able to smell things heightened, because it does cause your nose to stop up or run. I mean, of course, the tickling down your throat causes you to cough, and I'm like, it's a whole thing. And I'm like, can I literally just cut off my nose to spite my face? It's bad. It's bad. I tried putting a hand lotion on last night because my hands are like super dry. Well, everything on me is super dry. I think it was supposed to be 70 today, but yeah, I put lotion on my hand and I can tell a nose mask. Well, you know, I have these things. I don't use them very often, but I wonder if I just did. Wait, I've got a couple of other ones. I've got my Hello Kitty one. I could probably, you know, put this in an angle. There you go. It doesn't fit around my eyes because my nose is too big, because I can see perfectly. There's like light that comes in from here. That's why I don't use them. Or I have this one that says offline. That would be very apropos for right now, seeing as though I'm using the internet on my phone to live stream. But yeah, this would work perfect. And you know what? It actually fits my face. Oh, I'm gonna move it down just a little bit. I got my mouth covered and my nose. Yeah. Perfect. Only thing is it's fuzzy. And I have lip balm on. And I'm probably a little bit muffled right now. And it's, if I do this, then I lose a little bit of vision. I guess I could fold that down. Here we go. Now all I need to do is invent like a tissue tampon kind of thing and get those like suckers worked in there. It would be like perfect for somebody with a cold. You just put one of these things on. It catches your nose when it starts to drip. Oh, but then your mouth is still spreading germs. I was going to say it cuts down on the germs, but you know, every time you exhale out your mouth, it's going to still... Damn it. Well, you know, this is what happens when my brain is snot filled. I'm surprised I'm making any sense. And I guess I better get on with the next. Oh, I probably ought to blow my nose again before I put the next step on my bed. And because my regular blanket I put in the washing machine, I have one I pull out of the hot closet that's clean, that will temporarily go on my bed until it's done drying. But let me go catch my schnoz. I'll be right back. Did you miss me? This is the old blanket my parents used on this waterbed frame when I was a kid, if that tells you how old this blanket is. It's like this really pretty like pinks on one side and it's got maroon on the other. It's nice. It's almost as old as I am. But it works. It's a blanket. I've been so damn hot trying to sleep lately with freaking hot flashes and everything. It's not like I really need a blanket, but. Oh, and I heard a very bad misconception the other day. Gina was telling me that her friend is in menopause and that her friend hasn't had like a period in a year. And I was like, well, how do you know she's in menopause? And the lady's like 54, so she obviously is. No. It's just a head cold. I mean, I did for one day, but that was like Sunday. But I was still dealing with stomach stuff. So anyways, she was telling me that this lady that she works with, who does not think, she thinks it's cruel and unusual punishment to fix a cat so it doesn't have, kittens. So she has like a bazillion cats at her house, and none of them are fixed. And she just let the cats run wild. And then she has wild animals that pick up her cats and take them off and eat them and kill them. And that's more humane than fixing your damn animal. I said, this woman don't want to ever let me know where the hell she lives, because I will be showing up at her house. I said, there's something wrong with people like that. They need to go to a special place in hell, and I don't believe in hell, so. Anyway, she was saying that her friend has been going through menopause and she hasn't had a period in like a year. I was like, well, menopause is different for everybody. And she was talking about how one minute the woman is like freezing cold and the next minute she's like burning up. And I was like, oh, that sounds like hot flashes. And she was like, well, I'm not quite sure what she's going through. She's like, I still get my period. And Gina's like 51. She says she's in menopause, but she doesn't have like body temperature changes, and she, like I said, she still has her period, and like I said, some people when they go through menopause they do. I know I started premenopause at like 29, and I was bleeding like a stuck pig. So, and I did that for like several years until they finally took my uterus out due to cancer. So I don't know. I know it's different for everybody. But yeah, I was premenopausal at 25 or 29, not 25. And by 35, I had developed uterine cancer. So not like I was using it anymore anyways. I had my tubes done in 2003, right after my daughter was born, because they told me if I got pregnant again, it would kill me. And that I almost died being pregnant with her anyways. So she almost killed me twice. And it just is what it is. I had very difficult pregnancies. I've always had a small frame, and so it was hard for me to carry pregnancies to full term. But so I didn't really give a shit whether or not I was menopausal or not, because it didn't matter to me. I wasn't like sexually active or anything. And since my surgery in February of 2016, I haven't even thought about touching another person in that way. I honestly could give two craps about that kind of stuff. So that's one thing I can guarantee you. You will never see an Adam and Eve sponsorship on my channel. I don't know what toys are. I understand what they are, yes. But I've never seen one like in real life. I have never touched one. I don't know what they do. I don't know how to use them. But, you know, it is what it is. But I could care less. That stuff does not interest me at all. So, you'll never see a sponsorship for Adam and Eve on this channel because I have no need for it. I don't have the need for a significant other. I'm perfectly okay being alone. I mean, I'm not technically alone. I have fur kids and my dad and my brother and whatnot. But like, my interest in touchy-feely stuff is completely gone. I have no interest in it at all. Do I find people attractive? I sure do. Do I think about what I would do to them? No. To be honest, no. I don't really care about that stuff anymore. My ex-husband pretty much broke me. And now that I'm almost out of tea, I probably ought to take you guys to the kitchen so I can get a fresh cup. And my hair is still drying. I mean, I took a shower, so 90% of my hair is still wet. Like, this side's pretty dry. I got like a pretty dry section right here. I have all that laundry I've got to put away, but I am too tired to do that. I've got my other sheets and my blanket and my stuffed animal in the washing machine. I stripped the entire living room this weekend. Well, technically Monday. I stripped it Monday night when Dad said that they had already come and picked up a few of their things, and they still left stuff here, so I don't know if she's going to come back and get it or not. But she left like her phone charger and medical supplies and some medication, and so I stripped the living room. Anything and everything that was fabric has been washed. It took me 4 loads of laundry to wash all that stuff, and she left an entire basket of dirty laundry in my living room. So hopefully she'll come back at some point and get it. She's got food in the back fridge, which Dad and I will not eat after them. They are that nasty. No, I haven't seen her. Last time they were here was Monday. And Dad said that was just to pack up some essentials and stuff. So no, as far as I know, and I've locked every door in this house. Well, the front door's unlocked right now, but I mean, I'm up, and my brother's up. Uh-oh, washing machine's yelling at me. How dare you beep at me in that tone of voice? It's so rude. Out this way. Sorry for sneezing on you. This probably sounds really bad right now, because you guys probably can't see anything, because I don't have any extra lights on. I mean, let me flip this on. See, we always have the light on over the stove, but I mean, there's plenty of light in here for me to see. Plus, we've got light from this window. That window there. That's the dining room. It's a disaster. I'll put my Nope cup in the microwave and nuke it with my tea in it. I've got 41 minutes left on my washing machine. Alright, there's a light for you. Here, let me. That is all of the laundry that I've done since Monday. All of that. There's Tobey. There's a Jack. I petted you. I lost internet. I'm streaming from my phone with no internet. And yeah, my because I was having chest pains and stuff last week. Here you go. There's the status of the modem. And then the dial tone sound that the lady didn't know what it was. So, can't tell me that I was lying about that shit. And then you want to go outside? Come on, Scrunches. I'll be outside in just a minute. Mommy needs to blow her nose again. And it looks like my video that I set to render didn't render. It keeps saying my video folder, my render folder is empty. Or, I mean, full. God, my brain is full of snot. I'm kind of waiting for my tea. Oh, my nose is so raw. Oh gosh, I put the First Aid Beauty. I put the First Aid Beauty Ultra shower, and that stuff usually doesn't burn my face when it's dry, but because I've been blowing my nose much, my portion is, it's all sore and pissed off. Mommy remade the bed, Jack. Jack, you can go lay back down. You can go lay back down, buddy. It's okay. The bed's remade. You can go lay down on it. My weird Siamese. Jack. God, he's so strange. It's a strange cat. I don't know what the hell is wrong with Siamese, man. They're all strange. Just like calicos. Calicos are really strange, too. Like my dad says, calicos are women in cheap little fur coats. Or women in cheap fur coats. Something like that. He always says that calicos are cheap women, basically. Yeah, I think it's little women in cheap fur coats. Hell, I can't remember. But yes, if you've ever owned a Siamese, or if you've ever owned a calico, you know exactly what I mean. They're strange. Oh, it was the dryer that beeped at me, not the washing machine. Alright, how am I going to get out the front door with my tea holding my phone? I need a hand to open the door. Okay, let's try and prop you on my arm. Boob shot. Oh, sorry. It's actually really nice outside. Oh, and my spider's still alive. You see her up there? Hang on, let me see if I can flip the camera. I gotta find. Oh, there she is. Let me put my tea down. This is a golden orb weaver, and she's got egg. Her babies have been hatching. Those are all her babies there. She's got eggs there, and she's got eggs there and there. But all of her like siblings and stuff, and like all the other ones that were in here, they all died like in August or September. They're all dead, and she's still alive, and I've never seen one alive this long. So you go, girl. You had not one, not two, but 5 sets of eggs. You stuck two up there, and I see one of them's already hatched. So you go, girl. And she had not one, not two, but 5 boyfriends at one time, and that 3 of them lasted for an awfully long time. And usually with them, because they're orb weavers, it's funny, usually within a few moments of another male, hi Emily, going into their nest, so to speak, they're like gone, bye burp, no see you later. Let's sit in this nice little sun spot right here on the driveway. Okay, a little too hot, but that's okay. Hi, may I help you? Hey, what do I want with your butt? I don't want your butt. Don't give me that. That's better. Dogs. That's your tail. I got it. So, anyways, I'm really surprised that, number one, she had more than one male in her nest at a time. And I'm super surprised that she has literally outlived all of the other spiders of her breed, her species, her kind, whatever you want to call it. She's outlived them by like 3 months. And my dad is still shocked to this day that she's still alive. I'm like, I keep telling him, I was like, it's because I talk pretty to her, Daddy. She knows as long as she stays up there, I'm okay, but as soon as she drops on me, I'm gonna scream like a girl. Sick or not, I will scream like a girl. I do not do big spiders. I don't mind spiders. I actually love spiders. I have no fear of arachnids. It's just, I don't do tarantulas or like those big spiders. Like the, we call them roach spiders here in Florida, but they're an Indonesian spider. Or I should say they come from Indonesia. They are in the same family of the huntsman spider that lives in Australia, but they're called a tropical huntsman spider. They come from Indonesia, and we have them here in Florida that came over on fruit, and now they're like all over the place, but they're like this big around. The females are. The males are like maximum this big. The males are like the size of a golf ball or smaller, so you can always tell. Plus they have very pronounced pedipalps. But like, ever since I was a kid, every time I've ever seen one of those spiders, they've always like scared the wits out of me. And the funny thing is they're such sensitive spiders that literally just blowing wind on them will cause them to have a heart attack, and they'll die. So they're like very sound and vibrational sensitive spiders. So even if you yell at them, they will have a heart attack and die. So they're like super sensitive spiders, but they've always like scared the shit out of me. And they're literally like the size of my hand. And I have really long fingers, but my ring finger is only a size 4. So I have very tiny hands. So there's that. You know what my cup needs to say? Current mood, nope, comma, fuck off. I hate being sick. This is like the first time in 2 years that I've actually had a cold. And I have done everything I can to not get sick. Every time my dad was sick, I'd like avoid him like the plague. And now I'm like sick. But I think having those problems with tachycardia last week, and then having all the stress that I was going through, and my stomach being sick and everything, I think it just kind of wore down my system. And for somebody like me that has fibromyalgia, we're so easily prone to getting, yeah, you're right. I was under a lot of stress. The just stress on its own can amplify fibromyalgia to the point where we can't even function. Like the fibro fog that I was dealing with, I honestly, if I didn't have my name on like everything, I wouldn't have been able to tell you the hell I was half the time last week. I was that bad. And it's like when I go through a lot of stress, my stomach knots up and I get like stomach sick. It's like what happens to you when you eat something bad. Even though I was barely eating at all because I couldn't eat. I was so stressed out. I was maybe eating once a day. So I was drinking plenty of fluids. I just wasn't eating like normal meals. And so to have me Friday and Saturday in and out of the bathroom thinking, okay, what do I need to do? Do I need to sit down or do I need to lean over? Because I didn't know if I had to puke or the other. So it was a very interesting weekend. And thankfully, Gina had left before my dad even got up Saturday, and he got up at like 9. Gina left the house before Dad got up, and they didn't come back home until 8 o'clock that night. And her mother hadn't showered since I gave her a bath on Wednesday. And I was like, your mother needs to take a shower, and so do you. You haven't had a shower in 2 days. She hasn't had a shower in 4 days. Y'all are nasty. And she's like, oh, well, I just don't feel like fighting with her. I said, you're nasty. I said, get your ass in the shower, you fucking stink. Like, I could smell crotch from my fucking desk. It was that bad. I'm like, you need to go wash yourself. I said, you smell nasty. I said, get your nasty ass in the bathroom and go wash it. And she was like, well, I just don't feel like fighting with my mother right now. I said, so I have to put up with your stench? I said, I've been sick all day. I said, I've been sick for the past few days, and now I got to put up with female smell. I said, take your fishy ass in the bathroom and go wash it, you nasty. So anyways, that was a whole other thing. She ended up not taking a shower until Sunday, and only her mother took a shower. She didn't take one. Emily, what are you doing all the way over there? Let's see where the dog is. She's in her own little sun patch. We're both sitting in sun patches on the driveway. And like I said earlier, being sick, all of this is like amplified, and it's like so heightened that, like I said, I can smell boiling water. It probably, you know what, if I had water boiling on the stove right now, I could probably smell it from out here. And the front door is closed. So, I mean, that tells you how good my sniffer is. But yeah, it's just nasty. I was like, you nasty, you stink. I said, you need to go take a bath. And she's like, no, I'll be okay. I'll take one Monday. Well, Monday came and went. Oh, and she's supposedly staying with somebody in Ocala. And, you know, that's where she was living, was Ocala area. And I said to my dad, because I got up like hours after she had come. She had like come and gone by the time because I was tired Monday, and I laid down at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and she showed up like half an hour after I went to bed. And I didn't get up till like 10 o'clock that night. And my dad was like, oh yeah, you missed her. And I realized, I was like, well, is she coming back? She's like, yeah, that's the other thing. I said, well, where's her mother? He's like, oh, well, she's here. She was sitting in your chair. I'm like, great, that explains why shit's been moved on my desk. And he said, yeah, the whole time she sat here, she did nothing but threaten to kill me and call the cops and have me arrested. And he said that she was going to have my dad put in jail for holding her against her will. And he said, go right ahead, I'll give you the phone. You can call the cops all you want. But you know what, bitch? You're going to be the one going to jail, not me. And so, like, the whole time she sat at my desk, that's all she did was just threaten my dad and cuss at him. And she was just in rare form. So, I don't know. She was just being typical her. And then she left quite a few things here that you would think that she would want, like her phone charger, toothbrushes, toothpaste. Like I said, she didn't come here with anything. Oh, but she took her makeup, though. She did take her makeup, but she didn't take her medication for her leg. She didn't take any of her wound care stuff that she had left in the bathroom. So I was a little, like, concerned about that. She left an entire basket of dirty laundry underneath the coffee table. And most of the laundry that was in there was her mother's. So it makes me wonder, okay, if her mom's laundry is sitting here at my house, what the hell is her mom wearing? And is she wearing the same clothes that she was in, like, Sunday? Because they haven't washed laundry in over a week, because I didn't make them wash laundry last week like I normally do. I was making them wash laundry once a week and strip the sheets off the couch and that kind of thing and wash that stuff. And she didn't do that last week. So none of their laundry was clean that I knew of. My phone's getting hot all of a sudden. That's not good. Probably... I'm a frog. See? I'm a frog. Ribbit. You wanna go in? Your nose is running too. I saw that. So you licked it, you weirdo. I saw you lick your snotty nose. Emily. Does it go in? Come on. Rotate the orientation. Really, phone? I picked it up and it said I needed to rotate my orientation. Probably ought to go soon anyways, because all I'm doing is killing my throat. Come on, Scrunch. Oh, my video finally rendered. Yeah, I could edit that. I might not have internet, but at least I can edit the last 3 videos I have to edit. Because I don't have a whole lot of stuff ready. Like I have, let's see if I can prop my phone up on this little fan to keep it cooler. Yeah, I'm having a hard time breathing. I'm not doing so good. And like I've got a pile of these things over here on my desk and a brand new box of puffs with lotion. Oh, and I found this in my bathroom. I don't ever stick these things in my nose, but I'll like stick it like right here on my nose so I can use it to inhale. But yeah, I am sick, guys. I am so sick. I was like sitting here at my desk at 11 o'clock last night because my brother, well, probably more like midnight because my mother woke me up at like 11:30. So I was sitting here last night talking to my dad before he went to bed. And I'm like, I want to go play makeup, but I don't know if I have the energy to it. And trying to think about how to film a video without sneezing, coughing, or having to blow my nose in it is going to be like a feat in and of itself. Even though I really want to go film and I really want to go test out some of the new stuff that I have, I'd have to cut out so much coughing, it wouldn't even be worth it. So there's just no point. And like today I was gonna get a video ready to go up, but again, we have no internet. And yes, I could publish it from my phone, but supposedly they'll be here tomorrow. So we'll see. But yeah. Not gonna happen. But I figured I'd come on and do a live stream instead and give you guys like an update. I'm still sick. It's been almost a week now since the initial sickness stuff started, but again, that was all like heart related stuff. So, oh, trust me, a freaking cold isn't gonna knock me down. I'm gonna kick its ass and show it where to go and how to get there. Pulling out I didn't take my vitamins when I first got up because I have the glucosaminochondroitin in here, and then I've got my turmeric in here, and then I've got your drugs of choice, and I just put these in here. I got ibuprofen in here and Aleve because I noticed that the Aleve that I've been taking hasn't been helping with. That's just great. Just box yourself in the schnoz, man. Poor nose. I just beat the shit out of it. Texted you back when? What day? I can't remember. God, my poor nose. I'm gonna just whack the shit out of it. Thank God I don't have any nails, right? I'd probably be bleeding. Look at this. I just cut all my nails off, like, what's today, Tuesday? I took a shower Sunday. Chopped all my nails off. Oh, yeah, no, I was in full-blown tachycardia Thursday. That was fun. Her mom started in on me, and I didn't say anything to her mother that day. Not a fucking thing. I ignored her mother the entire day after the way I had been treated Wednesday and how poorly I'd been treated and how many times she attacked me Wednesday. I was done. So Thursday, every time her mom talked to me, I just acted like she wasn't even there. Every time she'd come here and start whispering and doing all that mumbly, under-the-breath bullshit, I just ignored the fuck out of it, acted like I didn't even hear her. And then she would finally, after like 5-10 minutes, just turn around and go back in the living room. So, I was sitting here editing, and the next thing I knew, she came in and just went whap and just fucking smacked the ever-living shit out of me. And I'm like, I about lost it. Oh man, my eyes look really bad. That's okay. I'm not one of those girls that really gives a shit about my looks, especially not when I'm sick. I'm like, but yeah, no, I was having really bad issues breathing. This entire part of my chest was like super tight. I had pain shooting down the side. I had pain shooting down this part of my arm all the way up into here. I had pain going down the inside of my left leg. I had pain here on my throat. I was a hot mess. And I was so bad I could barely walk. Getting from my chair to lay down in my bed, I could barely breathe. I couldn't even stand upright. I was in so much pain. But because I've had tachycardia before, I kind of knew what was going on. And even though I was like super stressed out and stuff like that, I had to remember that just because I can't take a normal breath doesn't mean you can't breathe. It just means you need to take short, shallow breaths, because trying to go right now it's just going to cause me to cough. But short, shallow breaths will give me enough oxygen that I need to keep my brain fueled and to keep me alive. But even though you want, and your automatic response when you go into tachycardia is you want to take that chest-filling, diaphragm expanding breath, and you can't, because you just can't. Everything is constricted, everything is tight, everything is like pressurized, it feels like. And it was so bad having and you know, I've had a heart attack. I've had a full-blown heart attack before, so I know the symptoms. But I've had issues with tachycardia since my heart attack. So it's like, to me, I call them like little miniature like heart attacks, but they're not like really, they're not heart attacks. It's like a preemptive symptom to a heart attack. So if you like start with the tachycardia symptoms and you continue to stress out and you continue to fight your body and you continue to try and like take those deep breaths that you can't, you can't get, but you want them because you think that somehow or another expanding your entire chest and your lung capacity is going to make your heart stop hurting. Bad choice. It's that kind of stuff and the continual stress on your body that will throw you into a full-blown heart attack. Having a myocardial infarction is like no joke. And somebody like me who has a mitral valve prolapse, I have a leaky valve, I have a murmur, those are things that I also have to remember because I have regurg. I go thump squish. I don't go thump thump. And my heartbeat's always been irregular. So when one chamber is supposed to be empty, I've got blood squirting back into a chamber that's supposed to be empty. And, oh no, my phone's telling me it's not in. Let me see if I can flip the phone over. Nope. I'm going to plug it in and see if I can flip it back the other direction. Just have to relocate a few things on my, get off the damn cord on this. Oh, come on, you stayed before. Stay. Just because you're plugged in doesn't mean you can act like an idiot. Fine, look at the ceiling while I take my pills. Because I'm still holding them. So, anyways, I know from experience that if you continue to stress out about things, especially not being able to get a nice deep breath, you're going to end up with all kinds of issues. And I just have to remember that. I wonder if I can use my pill thingy. There you go. I use my pill thingy to hold my phone so I can take the rest of my vitamins. Oh, my nose is... I can breathe out of both sides of my nose. All right. I probably ought to go blow it again, but you know. Small things in life you should appreciate, like breathing out of both sides of your nose. Frog, did you leave me? Wouldn't be surprised. I'm being a whiny crybaby about being sick. I hate being sick. But at least I'm alive. At least I'm alive, right? If I wasn't alive, I wouldn't be having a stuffy nose on one side and a runny nose on the other and a throat that feels, I don't know, it just feels weird. I knew I was getting sick Sunday when I could feel my throat. I mean, literally just felt different. And it didn't hurt. It wasn't like swollen or red or anything yet. It just felt different. I'm like chugging orange juice, trying to get rid of it before it even hit me. I even woke up, I got up from bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, and got another coffee cup full of orange juice because what if I was dead? Yeah, that kind of would be a little creepy. But, you know, knowing me and in my realm of things, having a live stream with a dead person wouldn't be such a bad thing. It would be kind of normal for me. Like when these girls online, they talk about they talk about wanting to use Ouija boards to contact spirits. I just want to bitch slap them through the internet because they don't know what the hell they're working with. And trust me, I've had good and bad experiences with spirits. I have seen things that most people would never even understand. Unfortunately, I am blessed with remote viewing. That's what, at least what the military calls it. And remote viewing isn't always the good thing. I don't know. Great, I'm gonna let me go blow my nose again. So, oh, I'm gonna run over my cord. It's the cord to my heating pad. I kind of want to just go crawl back into my clean sheets. But I know Rhonda's in the washing machine. And until I know she's in the dryer, I probably won't go lay back down. This is a stuffed animal. She's like a stuffed monkey that my grandmother made me when I wasn't even born yet. When she made that monkey. So my monkey is technically 3 months older. Why are you saying low power? Got you freaking plugged in. What the hell, man? My phone's doing some wonky shit, man. I don't believe in Satan. So how could it be satanic? See, Christians labeled natural, everyday things that they couldn't explain to make it one of those, like, hush hush, scare everybody, convert them kind of thing. And I don't agree with the brainwashing and mob mentality of most Christian religions. Telling people that just because they're different, they're going to go to hell. Really? What happened to love one another? What happened to turn the other cheek? What happened to thine own self be true? What happened to, love thy neighbor as thyself? What happened to all that shit? Not this, oh, they're gay, let's murder them. Oh, she's a whore, you can stone her to death. He can rape her and get away with it, but abortion is like, that's a punishable offense. Really? Oh, okay, let's tell everybody because they don't follow our religion, they're going to hell. They're going to burn in hell, and Satan's going to rip their flesh off. Really? Or we're going to take the right-hand man of God, who, was called multiple names, but most people know him as Satan or Lucifer, who supposedly created a rebellion in heaven and took angels down to earth, but technically they couldn't go to earth, but like they went to hell, and they made a place specifically for bad people to go. And now when somebody dies that God doesn't deem necessary for his house, that he sends them to Lucifer's house. Wait, how does that work? If Lucifer broke off from heaven and he got sentenced to hell for all eternity, so you're saying that God gets to pick and choose who goes to his house and who goes to Lucifer's house? And then, like, if one of your congregates of God says that that you're going to hell for not believing in Jesus or Allah or whoever you believe in, or that, say you raped somebody, okay, you're going to hell for that, you're going to burn in hell. Okay, but the woman gets pregnant that you raped, and now she's pregnant, which means she's unwed, unmarried, and pregnant, and if she has that baby, she's gonna go burn in hell because you raped her. How the fuck does that make that shit right? Really? Like, I've never been able to wrap my head around that. Or like, just because somebody is different, you're supposed to condemn them. Like, they talk about homosexuality in the Bible. They even talk about witchcraft in the Bible. They even talk about what food you can and can't eat in the Bible. Again, a book written by man, not some divine entity written by a human who is fallible. But everybody uses this book as law, and they base their decisions and their actions a bit by a book that was written by a fallible being. No divine hand of nothing came and tapped them on the shoulder, whispered in their ear, and told them what shit that they needed to write down. I ain't believing that. Unless you want to talk about, okay, you say spirits are satanic. Okay, well, who is whispering in Moses' ear to write those stories? Is that not a spirit? Like, really? You really don't want to debate religion with me, because I have been multiple religions, and all it does is piss me off. There is no heaven and hell. I'm just going to say that. There is no heaven and hell. As long as you believe that there is something bigger than you out there, then that's all that matters to me. But I'm not going to make decisions in my life and be the kind of person that I want to be, believing that I'm going to go to some golden gate, heaven or whatever, because of one person wrote a book and they said, oh, well, if you live your life this way, then you're going to go to heaven. But heaven forbid you do one thing wrong, you're going to hell for all eternity. Well, damn, I'm fucked. I'm sure I've done all kinds of things that have already damned me to proverbial hell, because nobody's perfect. So that means everybody's going to be in hell, because there is not one person who is human on this planet who would go to heaven, because again, humans are fallible. We all make mistakes. We all make choices that we wish we could go back and excuse me, are you telling me that a baby has committed a crime being freshly born? How does an infant create sin? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Did it cry too loud? Did it wake somebody up? Was it inconsiderate because it couldn't take care of itself on its own? So we're automatically born in sin? Jesus, again, a human who is fallible. A Middle Eastern man was born in a Middle Eastern country to a couple who was supposedly, his mom was a virgin. Again, immaculate conception there, or immaculate deception. So a human man was born, which makes him automatically fallible. Frog, we're never going to be on the same page on this. You cannot tell me that a baby has committed a sin when it's only just been born. There's no way. A baby is not... I'm not going to go there. This is why I do not discuss religion or politics with people. Because I have my beliefs, and I'm very firm in my beliefs, and there is no swaying me when it comes to what I feel and what I know, and what I know in my heart to be accurate, because it's my perception of things and my feelings on things and the way I view things. And to me, I don't use a book to tell me how to live my life. I live my life to the best that I can. I make decisions that may or may not have consequences for somebody else down the line. And I can't see all the potential options when I make a decision. And I try to do best that I can, like with the Gina and Penny situation. When I put up a post on Facebook the other day, somebody that I know that lives local looked them up online. And you can look them up online, and you can see their extensive prison record, or the fact that they have 55 counts of animal cruelty. 55 counts of animal abuse. I know their case. I know how it works. I know what they were charged with. I know what they said.
I know what was done in the courts. I know all of the details. Or at least what everybody was saying were the details. I know how I feel in my gut. I know what I would do if I caught them ever doing anything that would harm an animal. But I also know how my animals reacted around them and how they treated my animals while they were here. So there's always two different ways to look at things, and I try and keep that in mind. I try and weigh the pros and cons of every situation. And I know for most people, they don't. They just blunder through life and do what they want. But for me, I try and look at how my actions are going to affect another person or multiple people, because that's the kind of person I am. I'm an analyzer. I'm very analytical. I'm very logical. Now, granted, my religious beliefs do not fit into that category, but I try and look at all sides of the situation. I weigh pros, I weigh cons for everything that I do. And I don't ever want to come across to somebody as like fake or phony or only doing it for the views. Or, you know what, if I was only doing it for the views, I'd have quit YouTube a long time ago. I'm lucky if I get 20 views on a video. I've got almost 4,000 subscribers, and I put up a video every day. And I'm lucky if I get 20 views on my video. And I know that there's people that have the same amount of subscribers that I do, or that they did when I first started watching them, and now they're like quadruple my size in channel. But they'll put up a video, and within the first 15 minutes the video is live, they've already got 100 views on it. What the fuck am I doing wrong? That's what I wonder. So, I don't know. And like, I watched something the other day about how people have you have like an online persona, an online personality that like is different than you are in real life. Why? Because you think people would like you better? You want to be happy-go-lucky? Well, that's great. Not everybody is happy-go-lucky. There are some of us that like taking a shower is a feat. And to tell you what, standing to take a shower today was a feat for me. Just sitting here talking, I'm having a hard time breathing. A really hard time breathing. But like, what you see in a live stream and what you see in my videos is going to be the same. If you come to my front door, granted, you'll be lucky if I don't walk out the door with 22. But like, what you see in person and what you see here is the same thing. You won't ever see anything different from me, be it whether you were in person with me, whether I have makeup on, whether I don't have makeup on. If you meet me in person, I'm going to be the same as I am right here. I will probably talk your ear off. I will ask you a bazillion questions. I will ask you things completely in freaking left field. That's how I am. I like to learn things. I like to know things, and I'm very inquisitive. But how I am in my YouTube videos, how I am in my live streams, is exactly what you will get in person. I mean, there's no difference. And when I see people that do these videos and they're happy and bubbly and outgoing and loud and obnoxious, or in some cases vulgar, but then you see them react to people in real life and they're like none of those things. Well, yeah, but Frog, you and I have spent hours on, I mean, we spent, what, the first time you called me, we spent, 5 hours on the phone, and I didn't even realize that we had been on the phone that long until my phone beeped at me and told me it was dying? I mean, come on. I hate talking on the phone. I hate it. But like, we went from one subject to another subject to another subject to another subject. Yeah, exactly. It didn't feel like we had been on the phone for multiple hours. It only felt like we'd been on the phone for a few minutes. So, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But what you see in my, like, this is me, man. I'm in my pajamas. You saw me make my damn bed. You see how messy my room is because I had to move everything. My bathroom, oh my god. I need to clean my bathroom so bad right now. The way it is right now is absolutely disgusting. And I planned on doing that today, but I am so freaking wore out. Yeah. Actually, I think it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and now my phone says low battery again. I'm gonna take you in my bathroom real quick. And granted, there was dirty laundry on the floor because I just took a shower. Okay. There's the tissues that I've been leaving on the counter. So this is what my bathroom looks like right now. And my cat laying on my dirty laundry. But like, did it reconnect? Are we live again? Okay, so I never leave my trash can this full, but because I've been sick, I didn't bag it up yesterday. There is still stuff on my toilet from her mother. Like all of this is disgusting. You see all this stuff down here? All? See this? There's still smeared on my fucking wall. And this stuff here, I don't even know what it is. It's like black and greasy and smeary, and there's several spots of it on the wall, and of course a lovely smeared dead mosquito. In my actual shower, there's black stuff smeared. Oh, look, a baby spider! Look! Oh, it's so cute. There's like this weird black stuff here on my shower, and I have like scrubbed it and scrubbed it and scrubbed it and scrubbed it and scrubbed it, and I cannot, whatever this is, whatever that shit is that she had on her, that can't get this shit off my shower. Like, period. Now, please excuse the snot rags, but like and I have half cleaned, I've like semi-cleaned this up with one of those like, oh, I can't even think today. One of these, not even funny. Like, I have like wiped my counters down repeatedly. But like my bathroom was like completely, I like stripped everything out of the bathroom. I had to use like my ring light to hang things on, because if I had my washcloth over here where I usually keep it, I'd come in the bathroom like an hour later and there was shit smeared on it. I'm like, you nasty bitch. Like, really? You nasty. The air handler is right above my bathroom. So it leaked a while back, like about 2 months ago, and whatever staining I had, water staining on my ceiling I had then, it's like 10 times worse now. Now I can pour bleach on the floor because I don't like the way this looks. It looks dirty. It doesn't smell like anything. It's just water stain on the ceiling, but I don't like it. I think it's ugly. But like, my room is an absolute disaster right now. Now granted, I do have like laundry here that I need to put away. That's a box of stuff that I need to like get rid of, that either I can't wear, I don't want to wear it anymore. The same with that box. I've got my dirty laundry in here because I couldn't keep my dirty laundry in the bathroom because her mother kept going through it. What? Why? Why are you going through my dirty clothes? Like, ew. So, because I have my sheets and stuff in the washing machine, I couldn't, I couldn't get my laundry in the washing machine at the same time. So, I decided it was best to just wait until after I got my sheets washed. And then I would wash my, clothes and stuff. Anyways, oh my god, I've been live streaming for over an hour. You know what? I either sent it to you on Instagram or Twitter. Or if you still have the package that I sent you for the giveaway that you won, just use that. Like, the address is on there. I use, like, address label sticky things. Unless you don't have that. Or if you go to a really old video, it should be in the description box. Okay, I'll text it to you. I could have swore I already had. I was like a while ago, but that's okay. I know I misplace stuff all the time. Or messages just, you know, keep going and it takes forever to go back and find them. Which is why I keep asking for addresses for people that I know I have their addresses. It's just, I didn't write them down when they gave it to me last time when I mailed stuff to them. Alright, I guess I'm going to end this live stream. My sheet should be done washing about now. And then I can throw them in the dryer and get my, you know, normal, like, clothing in there washing. And I don't think I'm gonna mess with posting a video today. I think I will just wait until the internet repair guy gets here tomorrow between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Yeah, I have your phone number saved, Frog. Like, I have it saved underneath your name, and then I have Frog as a note, so I know. Because I have another friend with your first name that I always get you two confused all the time. Yeah. That's most likely what I'll do. This will just be my video for today. I'm not hot. My cheeks are, like, chilly. My forehead's a little warm. My nose is on fire, but, you know, that's because I've been blowing the shit out of it, so. I'm snot for brains right now. But I probably need to eat something. I haven't eaten anything since I got up. But I also didn't wake up until, like, 1 o'clock. So, I haven't been awake that long. Probably ought to take my hair back down out of this so I can get it to dry. But, yeah, I've got a hair curling video that I was going to be editing. And then I've got a makeup look video to edit. And then I've got holiday look 2 to edit. And then I will be... Oh, I'm not even fucking hungry. Don't even get me started. I will eat when I'm hungry. When I'm sick, no. I mean, it's just, I only ever eat when I'm hungry. See, I've got graham crackers in my desk, too. So, and of course, if I'm feeling real swanky, I've got these suckers. I tell you what, I'd break a person's fingers if they get in that box. Dad got into it the other day, and he had a stack of them on his desk. I went walking by. I said, "Have you been in my crackers?" He goes, "What crackers?" And he covered his hand over the pile. I said, "My crackers. Did you get in my crackers?" He goes, "But I paid for them." I said, "But they was on my desk. They my crackers." And he goes, But they're good." And I said, "I know. That's why they're my crackers." So I was like, "Nah, you can eat them." I mean, technically, he does pay for them. So I'm just the one that picks them out at the store. Because he doesn't do any of the grocery shopping in this house. I do all of the grocery shopping. All of it. So, if there's no groceries, it's my fault. Because I didn't go. Oh, no, I've got like 4 in the pantry. So, if you was to see my pantry, it's got plenty of stock in there. I mean, if we were to go, I could probably go 3 months without grocery shopping. Right now, holy crap, there's like 4 people in here all of a sudden. Why is it every time I'm fixing to get off of here, we get a whole bunch of people in chat all of a sudden? Welcome, I'm sick, I'm fixing to go. Bye. No. I feel like roadkill. No video today. you want to know what's going on, God damn, I just bonked myself in the nose again. Ow. My poor nose. It's getting all kinds of abuse. If you want to know what's going on, watch the beginning of the light. I'm so sick. Anyways, let's see, 3. It's almost 4. So it's like 9 p.m. in the UK. So I mean, still, I know. Oh right, yeah. I don't have any nails. I can't wear nails. They drive me nuts. I chop all my damn nails off. I actually just cut all my nails Sunday, and this is how much white I've had grow back since I cut all my nails off Friday. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, I've been down. My dad brought home a cold on Friday. Well, actually, it was more like Thursday night, but I was already asleep by then. I had heart problems last week. I had stomach issues over the weekend, and then by Sunday I had my dad's cold. So I'm like rip roaring snot fest, coughing fits, and other things going on over here right now. And I ran out of orange juice last night, so I have no more OJ. So it's green tea mixed with Irish breakfast right now for me, because I don't even think we have any apple juice in the house. I think we've got like cran apple or cran grape in the pantry, but I think that's the only apple anything that I've got in the house. I don't think I have any like normal juice. Oh, I was supposed to go last Thursday, but I was having problems with my heart, so I didn't go. And Dad came home from work sick Thursday anyways, and he didn't go to work Friday because he was sick. So I mean, technically I need to go get stuff for Thanksgiving, but we've got food, so we're not going to starve. But yeah, I'm not going to the store sick. I don't go to the store and contaminate other people. I might have my dad pick up some orange juice on the way home, because like I said, I ran out last night, and I don't have any more in the fridge. So number one, I can always tell when I need to go grocery shopping by the expiration date on the milk, the fact that we're out of milk, or the fact that we're out of orange juice, or all of the above. Because usually when I buy milk, I'll buy 1 gallon or 2 gallons depending on what I plan on doing with it. And then the milk dates are like 2 weeks out. So I can always, or the cat litter or cat food situation. Usually one of those like 5 things is like a really good tell on when I need to go grocery shopping, because if we're out of cat litter or cat food, the date on the milk is expired, and our milk expired on like the 14th. So that will tell you like I should have gone grocery shopping the week of the 14th. So I'm like a week late on grocery shopping. And I think we've got 1 thing of cat litter left. So when that's gone, we'll be like, I'll really have to go to the store. But we don't usually do turkey. We'll do like a roast or like chicken. I usually get like if I do a beef roast, I'll usually stick that in the crock pot. And that's the one that you stick the fork in and it goes, it like falls over, and like all of the meat like completely falls apart. So it ends up being more like a roast stew when I get done making roast. Or I'll do like the big blue speckled dish with chicken, and I've got to blow my nose again. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I've been live streaming for like an hour and a half. My phone keeps saying that it's dying, so I probably ought to go. So anyways, thank you for coming. No video today. I am too sick. We have no internet. So yeah. Bye for now, guys.